welcome back to my channel. Today I thought I'd show you guys how to make some Valentine's Day hearts in case you want to make something for someone for Valentine's Day and you're a little last minute. Well, this video will definitely be for you. The hearts are going to look somewhat like this drawing that I'm showing here. They're just like little cutout pieces of paper kind of collaged onto a piece of cardboard and made into these cute little hearts. So what you'll be needing is a glue stick. You will also be needing some scissors, and if you want to draw out your heart or your triangles, if you want to make a template, then you will need a pen. So let's get right into it. So you will be needing some cardboard, and here I'm using cereal cardboard from a cereal box, but you could also really honestly use like cardstock if you wanted to. And then we are also using magazine pages, just recycling some old magazines. And so I have some pages I cut out of different magazines. I used some garden magazines, I used some kind of doll magazines, different magazines, and they have different cool patterns, textures, like pictures on them. Not so much textures, but they look like they have a different texture. And so each one's different, and I did cut out some from just like patterns that you'd be like, oh, that's not really good for a triangle. But I just kind of wanted a varied amount of colors for this, so I did cut out different ones, and that was just a little piece of a coneflower, and then some blue triangles, and some different ones there. And so here this is the doll magazine I have, and I just decided to use a little corner piece of the magazine, and it is kind of like a galaxy print, but honestly you can use any part of the magazine. I did actually end up cutting out some of the wording on it. It doesn't have to be any specific wording. I just thought it'd be cool to add like some, different effects to it. So I did cut out some words, or a little section of words, and then just made those into triangles as well. So here I'm showing you how I cut my little triangles. Now if you want them all to be the same size, you could actually use a template. That would just take a little longer because you'd have to cut each one exactly the same. So what I just did is cut a little rectangle. You can be bigger than this. You don't have to have small pieces. They can be big triangles if you want. And then I just cut on an angle, and then I cut straight up, and then an angle, and then I just kept cutting at an angle and straight up, and then that makes my triangles. And these were the words I was talking about, so I did pick out with some words that it doesn't have to be words you want to put on it. It could just be like anything, so it was just kind of random, and I was like, oh, I like the pink, so I picked that because I wanted pink on my little heart. So then here I am just cutting that those words as well. And then now we are going to cut our cardboard into a heart shape. And so to make it a little easier than cutting right on a whole piece of cardboard, like having to hold that whole piece, I just cut a little square, and then I'm drawing my little heart right on that square. But if you don't want to freehand your heart, you can also fold a little piece of paper in half, and then just do half that heart shape, and then just cut that out, and then trace that right onto your cardboard as well. So here I was just showing that example, and I'm sure most people know how to make that, but if you don't, then yeah, it's just like a half heart. And then once you cut it, it will be even on both sides. And then here we have our heart, and then yeah, you can use that for your template once it's traced onto your cardboard. So I ended up cutting out my little heart here, and then I actually did trace it right onto my cardboard, as you will see here. And if you leave one that doesn't have the hearts or the little triangles on it, then you can use it as a template for future projects. And obviously you don't have to use these hearts just for paper. If you have other ideas, like you want to paint on them or anything like that, you could do that as well. And so here I was just explaining you wanted to use that cardboard. You want to use the side with the pattern on it, and you want to glue your pages or your little magazine triangles onto that side with the pattern, because the back side with the cardboard, that's where you're going to want to save to write on. It will just show up a lot better on that side, and it won't look as recycled, because people won't be like, oh, that's a cereal box. Like, they might think, oh, it's cardboard, but not exactly fully cereal box. So here I'm just gluing on my triangles, and I did have to cut quite a bit of this video, so hopefully this is making sense. I figured, like, I think I went into a little too much detail for something that isn't overly difficult to do. So I did cut out quite a bit of this video, but yeah, I just lined up the triangles onto there, and some of them ended up sometimes I had to overlap some, as you can see here, but it was a cool project. It ended up really cool, and you can use different like shades of just one color. You can use multicolors like you see here, and yeah, it's pretty cool, and you can recycle literally anything. You can also use newspaper. It just won't be as shiny. And then so here I'm just finishing up, and then when I was done that part, I would recommend Mod Podging the top of it. If you don't have Mod Podge, just some white glue and a little bit of water mixed together, and then paint it on the top. That should just seal everything down so that nothing lifts up. And then what I ended up doing was just cutting around the edges so that no paper was sticking out. Just cutting those right off. And so here's the final result. Here's the heart. I really liked it. Thank you guys all so much for watching. I hope you enjoy. Please subscribe for more fun craft videos. Thank you.